back to my channel. My name is Dawn, and today do you need a sip of water before we start? Because I don't like to have all of that. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dawn. Today we have a special guest. We have Maxine.
Hey everybody.
Tell them your YouTube name.
So check out my YouTube at Sweet Pea Precious. And my Instagram, Precious Magnolia.
Yes. And I'll go ahead and I'll put my info on the screen as well. Today we have a special video. It's more of an announcement / conversation with Maxine. Why are you smiling so hard?
Because I love doing videos with you.
Oh, I would too. Anyway, yeah, I like doing videos with her sometimes as well. This video is special because it's like an official video with a family member talking about me getting the VSG surgery, which is called the
vertical gastrectomy. Vertical gastrectomy. I believe that's it. Vertical gastrectomy. Yes, I got it right.
Vertical
VSG.
VSG. And why it's very important that we have Maxine is, even though I have not had the surgery yet, Maxine has actually had the surgery. We're going to show a before picture.
Oh, you can actually check out a video on my channel too, because I did like a update.
So go ahead and click on the link that will pop up in the eye, or either inside the description box below. You have a link to that particular video, and then this is her after video, and y'all can see her now.
This is how many years? Ooh, 3.5? No,
maybe
3?
So. What year was it? It was a couple years ago. What was the year?
It was more than a
When did you
couple years
graduate
ago.
from school?
2018, and I got it done.
Like the code 2019.
No, I got it done
2007?
in the end of 2017.
Because it was cold.
Yeah,
I feel like I had like winter.
I got it done in like the fall, winter of 2000s. Anyway, so I had it in. I had VSG in the fall, winter of 2017.
That's a wonderful time. So now we're inside the fall, winter of 2020. So calculate that on your little brains. Do the
3
math.
years post surgery.
And my surgery date is actually this year, 2020 of December 8th to be exact. And I decided to get the surgery depending on where I put this video, I decided to get the surgery in July of 2020. Made the official decision to go see a surgeon in August, and was approved for everything to be like, you know, I knew everything was gonna happen. It was probably like September-ish.
See, and that's very different from my experience. So are we talking about the differences? Yeah,
that's another thing. Pop up on the screen. I am a self-pay patient. Maxine actually went through her insurance.
And I paid $20.
I'm playing dollar. So her $1, and you're gonna see the dollar screen. So I'm paying thousands of dollars in order to get the surgery, and I'm paying fully me. And the difference, I would say, from what I can see online, is that me getting the surgery, I didn't have to go through like approvals, all of that type of stuff. It was mostly, you
want it, you get it.
Pretty much, other than you have to get still have to get checked out by psychologists, nutritionists. You still have to do like certain classes, but it wasn't as, oh, I wonder if insurance is going to approve this, or if they want me to do some type of diet for so many months in order for them to approve it, for them to actually pay for you to get the surgery.
So in order for them to approve mine, I had to do basically like a calendar year of meeting with nutritionists and doctors weekly, bi-weekly, basically trying to lose the weight without surgical intervention. And over the course of that calendar year, I lost a grand total of 10 pounds. And so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get the surgery. Because that 10 pounds was not enough to make a big difference. So then after that, then the insurance said, okay, you can have the surgery. And I did. It wasn't like $20, but it was like $50.
I do have a question. So, initially, who did you speak with in regards to the surgery? Like, was your physician, your primary physician?
My primary care. I went to my primary care, and he was like, yes, I'm gonna recommend you to get it. I think you should get it. And matter of fact, he had it. He had the VSG, and he was like, yeah, I think it's great. If you're interested, I think it'll be great for you. And so they had the hospital that I was at had like a whole bariatric center where that was their specialty. And so then I started the process of going and meeting with them. And I will say that the year-long process was very educational. So meeting with the nutritionist, they having me with a nutritionist and like an exercise specialist. It wasn't in vain. Like, it all was preparing me for life as I know it now. And it was like a time to get myself like psychologically ready for the shift. So if I had, and with that, I had really good insurance, and mine was in Chicago. I had really good insurance. So, and the bariatric center that I was seeing specialists at, if we had stayed living there, they would have basically maneuvered it to where they would have paid for me to have a breast lift and tummy tuck through insurance as well. But since we moved, insurance changed, and actually now I'm not even interested in that anymore. But yeah, so it just a lot depends on your insurance, on what you can and can't get. Because I know a lot of people who I've talked to or who I've seen discuss in like the online supportive communities, it's very rare for your insurance to pay for like after surgery skin removals and stuff like that. So I think I was just in a unique situation at that time. I don't like now, I haven't tried, but like I said, I changed. I'm not interested as much as I was before in it, so it doesn't matter. But in that bariatric center, they had told me like they want you to wait at least a year after your surgery, preferably 2 years, until you get any skin removed. So we moved to Texas before that 2-year mark had came. So yeah. Questions? Thoughts?
I don't know. I thought you was having your little moment.
Oh, y'all was just sharing,
Very informative. That's not my situation. I think it's different. I think I did reach out initially to my primary physician, and because of COVID, that it was different. So they were going to give me a referral. So a part of me felt like I should have went like through her, but I don't really. They said they didn't.
You didn't need to.
That I didn't have to. Like, either way, it wasn't going to be covered.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
So that's how I ended up becoming a self-pay
patient. So one thing that was very helpful, like during the process, like for me, the year before and the months up until and right after, was this huge Facebook support group of people who have had VSG, or there's another version of surgery called RNY, and that's what my husband Keith had, and we did ours kind of around the same time. So I think it was really helpful, like in 2 ways. One, to have that online supportive community, because anytime I was just feeling weird or didn't know if something was normal, like I could look on there and get support or ask questions, or just having like a place to go to talk about what you're going through, where it's literally people who understand what you're going through. So that one online community was really supportive before and after surgery, and even now. And then 2, having me and my husband doing it around the same time made a big difference, I feel like, too, because you just have, not only do you have family support, because some people are in weird situations where they might not even have family support to do it, but not only did I have family support, I actually had somebody in my household who we were doing it together, so it's not like it was the best decision. Both of
they
us
can't hear Keith, but Keith is in the background, her
making
husband,
comments
and making comments because he refused to be in the video, but yet he has
wants
commentary.
to be part of the experience. Right.
Commentary by Keith.
But yeah, it was one of the best decisions I've ever made.
I do think that it would have made a difference if Keith didn't get the surgery and you did, or vice versa,
Yeah.
because a lot of stuff they may not be
Just
understand
on board with- yeah.
or feel like because you're changing, you know, people get
Sometimes
jealous.
people get in their feelings. Yeah.
So that's what we've seen a lot of that. A lot of y'all watch, 600-Pound Life, where their spouse or significant other has been supportive up until they get it, and then now they're mad because things are changing and those going to change. It's like, why are you eating little? It's like, what?
Yeah. Or like people will try to tell you how to walk your surgery journey, and it's like, pardonne, you have no idea what you're talking about. I am the one who have got the instructions from my doctor, and so they might be pressuring you to eat more solid foods or something because they read in a pamphlet that that's what you're supposed to do. And it's like, I'm taking it at my pace. I'm eating pureed foods, and if I want to do that for 6 months, leave me alone. And so somebody who has went through it is more likely to understand that getting the surgery is not the same for everybody. And just because you might have seen somebody do it somewhere, you read something online about, oh, you're not supposed to eat that, or you're not supposed to do that, it doesn't mean that it applies to you. You have to figure it out for yourself. Do you think I should do a stand-up? Because I have a cute outfit on too. You think I'm gonna do a full view?
If you want to do a stand-up, Maxine.
So today, let me back up. This is a full body night in there. Yes, cute. Guess what, y'all? What y'all think about the outfit? It's cute to me. I feel so youthful. So this is a whole skirt. Y'all, this is a whole skirt. I got it from Marshall's, and it is so comfortable. And then, of course, the shirt. Get your life, boat. And my little key.
Why you put our shoe in the video?
So that you can see the shoes. Anyway, I like my little outfit. Texas is beautiful, and it's November, and look what I got on. Like, that's life. Anyway, so I just want to share that with y'all. But yeah,
I have another question for you. In regards to, you already knew that your husband Keith was having a surgery. How did that translate in you telling family and friends?
Oh, it didn't really matter. So actually, it's funny because I decided I wanted the surgery before Keith did, and he had the reaction that a lot of people have. Like, you don't need to have the surgery. You just need to lose weight and exercise and stop eating the wrong foods and like that. So that was his initial reaction. And it was with the
we are recording.
We having a video, okay?
You can come in the video if you like. Peanut Gallery, the Peanut Gallery can stay over there unless they want to be officially in video.
So
okay, well,
this is
her story.
This is my story. Okay, so I decided that I was gonna get it, and he was not initially like, no, you don't need to do that. And ultimately, that feeling for him was coming from like, it's you unnecessarily going under the knife, and I just don't. Basically, a fear of like something happening to me. So he was like, you don't need to do that. And I was like, it's happening. So wrap your mind around it, do your thorough thistle. And then once I started going to like my little informational session things, he actually came with me to one of them, and the doctor that was talking, and it was kind of like a group information session, he learned that people who have this surgery, he had diabetes at the time, people who have the surgery, like basically it cures, in many instances, their diabetes. So he became sensitized to the idea, and then next thing you know, he was on the train with me to do it himself. So that is how. Oh, but you had asked what was the
reaction
of family?
Mama.
Oh yeah, so my other family had similar reactions, where like, y'all need to do that. I'm like, boop, this is happening.
I don't even remember what I said. I probably had the same
reaction.
Because that's how it was when she cut her hair. I was like, why are you cutting your hair?
Same
and
reaction.
next thing you know, I was cutting my hair too.
Yeah, I mean, the thing was like, once you're comfortable with your decision, then it really don't matter what anybody else says. Now, I could see where somebody is like maybe on the fence or not really sure if they're going to do it or not, and then it matters what families say. But by this point, it was like, you can say what you want to. This is happening. Mm-hmm. This is going to happen.
I would say for me...
Ooh, I remember a particular family member.
You got to say names.
I'm not saying names.
Who?
I'm not going to say no names. Particular
Therefore,
family member was extremely vocal with their opinions and thoughts.
So you told this person?
I told this person that I was going to get this happen, and they doggone near had a heart attack, which I'm trying to figure out, why does this concern you so much? And they were like begging me not to do it, and I was like I'll let you have your whole thing. And I was just like, wow, that is a lot. That's a lot.
Dramatic. But, you know our family is dramatic.
Extra.
Dramatic.
Extra.
Was Granny still living?
No.
Girl.
No. So, was Granny still living? Granny died in 2009.
Oh.
But,
right.
Yeah, so that was, but again,
other than that, you didn't care. So it's like
that was the
dramatic,
hands down, the most dramatic reaction, and it was from one person and
nobody.
And it wasn't my husband, and it wasn't my mama.
And that's all.
And I'll keep it at that.
That's all that matters.
So yeah. What happened was, though, after that, it did prompt me to make a Facebook post, an Instagram post, saying essentially, I'm going to do whatever I want to do with my body, and anybody who got any problems with it, get your life together.
Slide over.
Slide over. Because this is not your body. This is so not your body.
I don't know. I wouldn't have told, like, other than people in my family, because initially, I don't know, Maxine wasn't there. Keith, I would have to tell you with Keith. Initially, I was hesitant because I didn't want people to say all of this stuff and discouraging. Even though I sometimes feel like people still do discourage, either because they hate it,
right,
or either because it's just
they don't understand
like, why is it necessary for you to do this when you could just simply do X, Y, and Z other things. So when it came to me telling people, the first thing I knew was that I wanted to tell my immediate family, which would be my brothers and sisters, the people that's in my household, which I called them all on the phone. Messenger. Maxine didn't answer until like an hour later. We were on the phone on Messenger for an hour, and I was expecting more of like, I guess, negative reaction, but it wasn't initially negative because I feel like they just, I mean, you know, I'm just emotional, so I started crying. So it was just like,
they were sensitive. Do you feel like they were sensitive to you?
I feel like they were. I feel like they were sensitive, but I did get a text message after that phone call was done. I got a text message from a concerned sibling that wanted me to, you know, like
try a natural
try other options, but ultimately they did, you know, say that, you know, I am here in support of you, but I do want you to, you know, do these other options. And they did want to confirm. Even another sibling, the other brother, said this is not a quick fix. And basically, mentally, they wanted to make sure that I was, you know, gathering myself, because they were concerned that once I do it, I wasn't mentally prepared. So I reassured them I have to get, you know, see a psychologist. Mentally, I was like over just going through what I was going through, the situation. After the situation, I was like, you know what, this is enough. And one of my biggest fears was dying young. I'm like, I don't have time to die young. because I am just completely.
And I'm not even a benefactor.
You know, you a benefactor. I mean, you can be, but it takes so much work to try to put you on stuff.
I'm messing with y'all. It's not an issue.
She is in my business.
But I will. Can we rewind? Because I feel like it is important for both Keith and Monet to hear that y'all ain't the only phone calls that I don't be answering. I promise you, it don't be on purpose, but Patty has the same experience. It's equal opportunity for all. I don't answer a lot of phone calls, and it's not like out of.
I wasn't expecting her to answer the phone, but it was literally everybody in my family answered the phone call, even Trinity, and Trinity never answered the phone. So when she didn't answer, I'm like, well, dang, I live with her. I would expect her to answer. And I told her I was gonna call y'all at this particular time for an announcement.
I forgot.
But just so you know, that's why she's not a benefactor. That's why she's not on my call list. That's why I got Keith, Monet, then Maxine. Because if something happened, I don't got time for her not to be answering the phone or to feel like it's not important because she don't know who calling.
Fair enough.
Keith will answer the phone for anybody.
Fair enough. Don't. I mean, and now I don't need to answer unknown calls because I had a situation. But so if I don't have your phone number, I ain't answering.
Hey, let's digress from that part. I do like how you told her experience. I feel like I'm still going through mine. Like I said, I'm only told immediate family. I told my 2 best friends, my household knows. I told one of a college friend. They know, and for the most part, it's all been positive. I did get like a negative, like a pushback from a coworker, but she don't like no surgeries at all. She's one of them people that's like, I don't think she even had a surgery. She's like, oh my God. She was praying.
Hey,
she was like, when you get out of the hospital, let me know. I'm gonna come over. I know you can't eat.
COVID. No, you will not.
She might say you're not. But she was really concerned. But I mean, everybody else, it was like people say congratulations. I'm thinking like, am I having a baby?
I mean, it's a milestone for
But that's what literally everybody has said that. Congratulations. I'm thinking like, am I pregnant?
Wait, okay, so you haven't posted it on social media at all?
I posted it probably on TikTok.
Okay.
And my TikTok is mostly about weight loss. So I've already had that following of people already following me for weight loss, but I don't. It's not like family, like people. I don't know
you don't know
too much of everybody that's on there. And if I do know them, if they are following me, I don't know they follow me unless I look like Lizzie or Wanda. She's on there, but officially, like on my personal social media platforms, Instagram or Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, I have not posted it.
So that's interesting too, because I decided to post it on social media, on Facebook. And beyond, like my very close family, like I told them, like my mama and I don't know, like maybe my siblings. I don't remember if I told them or not, but
I feel like Mama told us.
Yeah, maybe
like
my mama.
Maxine having surgery. I'm like, oh really?
Yeah. But I decided to make a post, basically explaining that I was getting the surgery and a somewhat insight into why, because. Describing like some of the internal struggles that I've had regarding my weight, like almost my entire life. And that's where it was overwhelmingly a positive response. I think that post got like 200 plus likes and people were overwhelmingly positive. But that is where that one family member contacted me from that post.
Oh, from the post.
Yeah.
And then you have to do another post of
FYI.
If anybody have an issue, it is what it is. Like, this is happening. Yeah, I don't feel like I wouldn't put it on Facebook until afterwards. I don't know.
Yeah, so for me, I wanted to kind of take the mystery out of it for people who was considering it. And so I wanted to document a little bit of the journey as when I was ready to. And so once I had my surgery date, then I was ready to announce it, that this is going to happen. And just to kind of be informative to other people who were considering it and to alert people to the changes that they was about to see.
I haven't rode a ride in 11 years because I just can't fit on it. So I feel like I want to get on the ride.